With all my Bailey Clan members that watching for the days of fashion, tuning in from day to day, wondering what really do next. Fashion, money, stacks and stacks. Go get y'all, go y'all back. Day 38, day 38, day 38. So I see y'all came back, right? That's alright, that's alright. I'm glad y'all came back. I'm glad y'all here because I want y'all to be here so we could talk about natural fibers. But before we talk about those natural fibers, may y'all do something for me. 21. May y'all do something for me. May y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe for me. 21. Do your thing, 21. 21. Do your thing, 21. Okay. So back to those natural fibers we were talking about earlier. Okay. So we touched a little bit on this throughout our series, but we didn't really get a deep dive into it, so this video would allow us to do that. Alright, so natural fibers includes things like cotton, alpaca, banana leaves, bamboo, pineapple leaves, which are newer versions of sustainable fibers. We also have flax, wool, cashmere, fur, and leather that derives from animal skins, plenty other natural fibers. These fibers are easily accessible. We can go to plant them, we can go to animals, we can go to certain plants, and we can obtain these fibers to turn them into clothing. Right now, this shirt that I have on is a polyester cotton blend. The natural fiber today is cotton. Okay, it's cotton, guys. It's part cotton, guys. It's easily accessible. We see these fibers regularly being used for fashion purposes, making clothes, making textiles, and more. Natural fibers are great because they have properties of keeping us warm. They have great dyeability. They absorb the dyes and waters great, and they're widely used. But some disadvantages include skin irritation. For example, wool is known for being very irritating to the skin, and people who are prone to eczema, this may be aggravating for them, or it could cause people to develop eczema as well. There's still like some pros and cons, like for example, another con, unfortunately, for natural fibers is that they are unsustainable, and specifically cotton. To cultivate cotton, it takes a lot of water, like gallons and several liters of water to allow them to grow. And think about if there's like this big old cotton field and there's these several rows of cotton, and think about every plant needing a whole bunch of water, and there's like several plants for like stretching out several miles. That's a lot of water. Okay, that is a lot of water that needs to be used. Another challenge, this more so has to do with ethics, is the obtaining of fur and leather. Some people think that it's inhumane and it's not appropriate to obtain fur from animals, especially like by slaughtering them to obtain their fur or their hides to make leather. And I agree to a certain extent, but at the same time, if we incorporate food, the animals are slaughtered to provide us with food. And even as a vegetarian, you're still eating a living organism. So, and we're wearing living organisms. Okay, they grow, and they're living organisms. They need nutrients to survive. They can't live on their own. So plants qualify as living organisms as well. So either way, it's still going to be some issues. But I know that, I guess since, I don't know, maybe just the fact that animals, I wouldn't say they resemble humans, but they just have like all these organs and similar organs as us. Plants are not the same as animals, of course. They're structured differently. They're just completely different. The fact of the matter is that not everyone thinks that slaughtering animals for their fur in their hides is necessary. And some people should just use pre-existing ones. They should recycle furs that are already existing and leather that already exists. That's also why some people resort to synthetic fibers, because you're saving the animals and plants by not going with the natural ones. But everything has its pros and cons, just like synthetic fibers have their pros and cons. We talked about that yesterday. Natural fibers have their pros and cons. Natural fibers are significant to the fashion industry because they are widely used, very easy to access, just convenient. It's something soft, something that could be worn practically all year round. You could blend it with synthetics well. And speaking of all year round, linen is very popular, and cotton is kind of like a all year round fiber that's used. It's commonly used, and linen is great for like the summer when it's really, really hot and you still want to be covered up but still like comfortable and breathable. Linen is perfect for that, and plenty of other ones. We've mentioned a few of the sustainable ones, such as the banana leaves, bamboo, and pineapple leaves. Those are still newer fibers, so there's not really much information about those, but I do plan to try to use those one day. I'm at the point like, it doesn't even matter the cost. It doesn't even matter the cost, because at the end of the day, our health is more important, okay? Longevity is more important. So if my customers have no problem paying more for 100% sustainable natural resources, because they're more difficult to obtain. The process of creating the fabric from these 3 sustainable fibers is more involved. But if they're willing to pay the price, then, go ahead and shop. Go ahead and shop. That is it for today pertaining to natural fibers. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all watch the next 2 days, days 39 and 40. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.